Hello and welcome to Great Hang, the greatest hang that's ever hanged. I'm your hang, Tim McLaughlin, coming to you with your other hang, Myka Fox. Hello, Myka.
Hello, Timmy.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm feeling a lot better. I was sick yesterday.
Yes, you had a stomach hurt. You had a stomach hurt.
I had a tummy ache.
Yes, you had a tummy ache. That's the word.
I had a tummy ache for a day. It made me feel like a child.
Yeah, and it was not from overeating this time, which it usually is from that.
No, I just woke up the night before in crippling stomach pains, and they just remained for the whole of yesterday.
Damn. Well, I'm glad to see you're feeling better.
Yeah, pretty weird. Pretty random. Here I am.
Nice. Random.
I thought it was like, what if this is the new monkeypox? And the pox are inside my stomach.
Right. What if the new monkeypox is that my stomach hurts?
Yeah, right?
What if the new monkeypox is tummy aches?
Tummy ache. I mean, does Dr. Fauci not want us to know?
Is he talking about monkeypox or is he taking a back seat on this one?
He was talking about monkeypox 20 years ago.
Oh, has it been around that long?
It's been around forever. You don't think they just come up with new pox? Nah.
No, I don't know. But it's fucked up that the only disease that gay people seem to get come from monkeys. So,
Tim?
What?
That is ignorant. That's the word I'm
How
looking
is that
for.
ignorant? That's how
it does not come from monkeys. They just first discovered it in monkeys. It comes from rodents.
Oh.
And it is spread by rodents. In fact, we had a monkeypox outbreak 20 years ago that was spread by prairie dogs kept by pets by Midwesterners. So if anyone is to blame, it is your people.
Oh. Gay Midwesterners.
That's right.
The coolest of all people. Well, Myka, that's exciting. I did a bunch of work this week.
Wow.
This is not the
Tim
news.
did a
This is
fucking
not...
job for once. Wow. And let me tell you something. It's not news to me because you wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
Well, I was very sore because I was moving furniture all day. I got 30,000 steps on Friday. So I'm skinny now. I'd like everyone to know.
It's the new 12-step book for Tim. It's 30,000 steps.
Yeah. The first step is getting out of bed.
The first step is admit you're a fucking lazy piece of shit.
I will not. I refuse because I had 30,000 steps on Friday, which brought my average for the week up to 15,000 steps a day.
Pretty good. Pretty good in general.
Yeah, pretty solid, but it was a rough day, hurt my shoulder. Then Sunday I went and painted the Cumtown studio, the new Adam Friedland show.
Tim likes to bring it up because this is the closest he's going to get to that show.
Closest I'm going to get to
success in podcasting.
In podcasting and in general. So it's nice to, just see a little success, see what money can really buy you, which is a really nice studio in the city somewhere.
This reminds me of when I had a job working for the UN, and that's all I would tell people. But the reality was I was like moving computer wires, so I was basically just under their desks, plugging and unplugging shit covered in like dust from different countries.
That's still nice though.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, you get all that Egyptian sand all over you. Maybe a scarab pops out and then takes you to a genie. Almost said magician.
That would have been cooler.
Yeah.
I'll take a magician over a genie any day.
What was that, Jafar? You were pretty Jafar away from any of that happening with your job.
Wow. And Cumtown didn't hire you immediately as their third?
I was kind of
their new third?
I was kind of quiet all day. I was being pretty chill.
Really? You didn't laugh like a hyena in hopes that you would fill the void they've now lost?
I should have just constantly laughed a whole lot so that they would have been like,
did you ever think about knocking out a tooth?
No, I did not.
Gaining 200 pounds?
I think it's about 30 or 40 pounds, but yeah. All right, here we go. That was catching up. Any good stories for the week? Did you have anything else good? Oh, we did Cobra Club this week, and the AC was out, and it was hot as shit in there.
Yeah, I tricked a bunch of people into coming anyway.
It's been so fucking hot out.
I'm finally going to fucking come clean. So we did have a show there Thursday, but then also I have my regular show there Friday, and the air conditioner went from like barely working to completely not working.
Yeah.
But I told everyone to come hang out. Everyone's like planning to come hang out, and they're like, how's Cobra? I'm like, great. Totally fucked up of me. I could have met them anywhere else. Made about 20 different people come and hang out with me in a completely stuffy bar. It
was so hot. It was cooler outside than it was in the bar. It was brutally hot.
Brutal.
I had already walked 30,000 steps that day, so I kind of went home pretty early. How late did you stay out?
I not too late. I might have done a little bit of the old wake 'em ups.
Oh.
So I probably left around 2:30 a.m. and this time I'm quitting for real.
Myka says she's quitting every week. Every week you're like, partying's not like for me anymore. And then fucking Saturday rolls around, you come inside around 4 a.m.
Well, here's the thing. Saturday in the afternoon, I wake up to a bunch of notes from around 2:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. that says, "Why do you do this? You are miserable right now." Like I leave myself little glyphs.
That's
like,
cute.
Like you have no purpose in life. And then I spend all Saturday and Sunday feeling like there is no purpose in life, which is true. There is no purpose in life. Your purpose in life is to create a purpose, which is actually kind of like some gaslighting bullshit from God if you think about it.
Yeah.
If you
I think
about
the purpose of life is to have fun.
That's the purpose you created.
Yeah, and I did create that, and I like to have fun. And if nothing matters and nothing you do is going to matter, then why not just have fun and not worry about anything?
It's a pretty deep podcast, Tim.
Yep. Welcome to Deep Podcast. The podcast.
Welcome to Deep Hang.
I was doing one.
Tim, you were doing it slowly. And
I
anyway, I was just
talk
trying to have
slow.
fun. Listen, man, I'm just trying to have fun.
I'm a slow talker and a slow thinker.
I was just trying to have a good time. Sorry if that, if my following your philosophy ruined the show.
Well, apology not accepted.
Good.
Okay.
Because it was insincere.
This is a slow start. I'm very tired for some reason. I built a bed earlier today for a lady.
And
then,
now all I can do is think about sleeping.
I know.
He's
It's
like,
crazy.
"Bed."
Well, I built a bed. I took a bed apart. And then she was like...
They should do those kind of workshops. Build a bed. And then like at the end, it's like all the child labor. Do you think Build-A-Bear is just a child labor workshop? Where you have to build your own bear?
I mean, Build-A-Bear just create... Build-A-Bear is a job that... Build-A-Bear is a store that gets children ready to work in a factory.
Yeah.
It's just like school. School is set up for you to work in a factory.
Whoa, preach.
I mean, it is. That's what it's set
I
up to do. But like, it's set up to drill into your brain that you're going to work into a factory. Now, what makes children happier than working in a factory? Teddy bears. So let's add the two things children like the most.
Because they do love school.
And
make it
working
sound like
in a
they already
factory.
liked the factory part. The bear is to trick them into liking factories, Tim. You were so close to making this make sense.
Well, the joke that I was making is that it's funny to think that children like working in a factory.
And I think everyone at home understood that.
And I think, because you didn't.
No,
and you just shit on the joke immediately.
Well, Tim, first of all, you had 5 starts. Listen, should we get into our first segment?
No, I need to start this again.
Oh,
so anyway.
fucking Christ. Maybe you should have spent more time in a factory and less in school.
I've spent a ton of time, mostly in a warehouse. I've spent most of my life in a warehouse, to be quite honest.
How many bears do you have to show for it?
A bunch. I have the Princess Diana one from...
You liar.
I have that.
If that was true, you would be able to pay me back the money you owe me.
They aren't worth what you think they're worth.
Could we pay our rent with it?
No.
Then
They're worth like $100.
Oh.
Let's see. Hold on. Princess...
And now we get to the part of the show where Tim talks about how much things are worth on the open market. It's like Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, they're worth like $25.
Yeah, lame.
This one's worth $15,000. It's in perfect condition.
It's like an old NFT.
Wow. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get it going. This has been, I think the chemistry of the show so far has been poor to lackluster. So let's see what our first...
I'm having a great time.
Well, I'm
having fun, and I think that's the point in life.
That's good. I like having fun. And fun is fun. And fun is fun, and people keep forgetting that. Should we talk about what children like? I know a couple guys in jail tell you they like sucking their dicks, but I don't think that's true. Go ahead.
What are you fucking talking about?
Pedophiles will try to convince you that
you...
children like getting fucked by them.
What?
They'll try to tell you.
No.
They'll try it. They'll bring it up at their court case.
Why are you saying this? Why are you talking? Can we just get into this first segment? Like, why are you? What does it have to do with anything? I look away for 2 seconds to bring up the first article, and you're talking about how pedophiles want to tell you that the kids want their dick sucked. You don't have to tell us that. That's why they get boners in front of you. We know that.
Oh, I was gonna bring up filth. Because you were going to yell at me on the main feed for talking too much.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't going to bring it up again.
Oh, okay.
But now I will. You talk too much, you don't let me talk, and then you pretend like it was your plan all along.
It was my
You don't
plan
have
all
any
along.
fucking plan all along.
I always have a plan. I'm a very meticulous and thought out guy.
I fucking dare you to define meticulous.
One who meticulates.
Whoa, you guys get that at home?
There you go.
All right, this hot take.
Hot take.
All right.
We've got hot takes in the atmosphere. Myka's got hot takes that she got from Reddit or Twitter.
Well, I'm about to blow your mind, Tim, because I did not get this hot take from either Reddit or Twitter.
Wow.
I forgot that there is a
My mind was blown like a little child with a pedophile. Go ahead.
like a little child's dick with a pedophile. You have to-
Whatever. Either way, it works.
if you were
both ways.
meticulous, that joke would have landed.
The joke was fine either way.
This one comes from a secret place on the internet that also is full of dumb idiots, Albanians, if you will.
Is it a group chat that you're in?
No, I don't participate in those. I have better things to do.
Oh, okay.
It is from Quora. Remember Quora?
Whoa, Quora. That's where you like ask shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people like answer you.
Yeah, which is what happens on Reddit as well.
But Quora is supposed to be like a higher, it's supposed to be like what isn't it supposed to be like a more intellectual thing? Isn't that how they were projecting it? Or
I mean, here's the bottom line. It's strangers on the internet giving advice.
okay,
So you can call yourself a high level whatever, but unless there's like a Mensa sign-in, you're going to get the same morons.
yeah. And why don't we have a women's?
That's a great point, Tim.
Thank you.
What an ally.
That's my hot take. Mensa, let's be women's. All right, go ahead.
Okay. There is no headline because it's Quora.
Oh.
It's just the question.
Okay.
I'm 14 years old and my parents want to put a baby monitor in my room. I'm not very comfortable with that, but my parents don't seem to care. How do I discuss this with them?
Interesting. Well, I got questions now. Mm-hmm. Do they want to? Are your parents pedophiles that want to watch you jack off your 14-year-old hog?
Well, to quote many great comedians who point this out, these wouldn't be pedophiles, they'd be hebophiles because she's already 14 years old.
Oh.
So, you've been comedianed.
Okay. So, first of all, a hebephile, not a very PC name, I think. Secondly, Myka, what else?
I mean, I would fucking love it if people loved the Hebes, but that is why that word was already not taken.
Yeah.
Because nobody fucking loves the Jews.
So wait, that's it. That's all the question.
That's the question,
There's
but-
no follow up from is there follow up?
There's no follow-up from them. They're just asking the thing, but I did find a really killer response. But I don't know I didn't know if you wanted to give your advice first.
You're 14 years old. When they put it in there, smash it against the wall.
Right, yeah.
Just smash it.
Right.
Just smash it. And then, I don't know how much money their parents have if they have unlimited baby monitor money. Also, turn it around.
Yeah.
Put tape all over it. Smash it on the ground. Unplug it. I'm sure you have the power to unplug it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's sort of like when you lock the car from the outside. It's like, well, it's unlockable from the inside. That reminds me of the time someone tried to kill me in a storage lot. They drove me into a storage lot, then they locked it from the outside, and I waited for them to go away, and then I unlocked it and took off running. Were they mad? Yes. They said, I told you not to unlock it. Well, guess what? I'm an adult, and I shouldn't have been in your car to begin with.
Myka, what the hell? Someone kidnapped you and put you in a storage locker?
No one kidnapped me. I was hitchhiking because I was a bored suburban white girl, and I wanted to see what hitchhiking was like. And guess what?
Oh my God.
I found out. It's like almost getting murdered. Or raped. Rape murdered, probably.
Holy shit. Well, I'm glad you're safe and didn't get rape murdered. And we all learned a lesson that day. Storage units are not just for storage. Now, I don't know. Is this person like a paraplegic? Like, did they type this with like a stick in their mouth? Like, why do they need why? I just want to know more. I need to know more.
Let's see. No, they don't indicate that they're paraplegic with a stick in their mouth, but that doesn't rule that out. Maybe they had a ruler in their mouth.
I know. I just need to know. Well, and they were measuring their teeth from the base.
Their teeth.
Yeah. I don't understand why the parents, I want to know why the parents want to put it in there. Like, do they think their 14-year-old is smoking weed in there? Like, what's the deal? Like, are they a bad 14-year-old? Are they a good person? Is it a boy? Is it a girl?
I'm going to assume it's a girl. I don't know why I assumed it was a girl. I just did.
I assumed it was a boy, and now this is a good case
It was a
study.
sentence. I'm not very comfortable with that, but my parents don't seem to care. Boys aren't like, I'm not very comfortable with that. That's a very feminine sentence.
Yeah, a 14-year-old boy question would be like, why are my parents gay and making me have a thing in there?
They'd be like, my parents put a baby monitor in my room, and now it's covered in jizz.
I'm not a baby.
Yeah.
First of all, Mom, I'm not a baby. I'm not a Weenie Hut Jr. Baby Tom Frolics guy. I don't baby around. Okay,
So this guy had a great idea. So this is where the geniuses of Quora come to the rescue.
Well, what was your take before we get to this guy?
Fucking break the fucking thing.
Okay, all right.
My parents gave me a fucking pager back when pagers were a thing.
Yeah?
And I had my friend run it over with their car. I was like, fine, buy me, there's only so many times they're going to buy you another one.
Right. You got to put your parents' fucking pocketbook to the test.
That's right. But this guy, and now I'm not finding exactly the one, but it basically, to paraphrase, was like, keep it on, but just make loud moaning noises all night, and it'll keep them awake.
Why?
And they'll really learn their lesson.
But then you have to stay awake doing it.
It's so stupid. It's the worst. Make loud moaning noises. I mean, it is kind of funny to like cry like a baby into it. I do think that is a good idea.
But that is some shit you fucking do, though. You will just
I do moan.
You'll sit there and be like, it's like it's the most annoying shit in the world. You're like, when your stomach hurt, you were like, oh, like we were in a fucking movie. I'm like, Myka, we don't live in a movie. You don't need to. I'm
Was
like
the
watching
movie about a woman whose boyfriend doesn't care about her?
I care. I went to 5 different places yesterday to try to find popsicles for you.
Thank you.
Listen, and I also got out of the house because of the fucking moaning. It was incredible. You just, I'm watching TV. You're like, oh. At one point, I had to be like, shut the fuck up. I mean, the guy might be right. It fucking sucks to hear and listen to.
I mean, it does make you physically feel better to moan. That is what moaning does. It creates a vibrational frequency in your body that is healing.
I have literally never heard that once in my life, and I think you made it up right now so that you can get away with your annoying behavior.
Well, I mean, it doesn't come from nowhere.
Yes, it does. I lie all the time. I constantly am
moaning
lying.
doesn't come from... People don't moan
I only
for
went
no
to one
reason.
place yesterday to find popsicles. I lied about going to 5.
I was thinking that was fucked up. I was like, you
No,
sound
it's
like
true.
a fucking
I actually
fool.
did. I went to 4 places. I went to the Bushwick Deli. I went to Mr. Lemon. I went to a place, I don't even know if it had a name, and then I went to the
Sounds
Ecuadorian
like you hit
spot.
all the great spots, Tim.
Well, I went to all the deli spots that I thought would have popsicles, but they only had ice cream. There was a lot of ice cream, but popsicle. We need to get a popsicle renaissance going. People have been really coming up with like big time like changes in ice cream, all these new flavors and stuff, but nobody's like touched popsicles. I feel like.
Except for the pedophiles.
Yeah, they're touching the popsicles. They're handing them to a kid. They're like, "Yeah, I like the way you suck on that, you little fucking bitch."
You're also wrong. There are plenty of like herbal popsicles and all kinds of shit. You just have to go to the fancier grocery stores.
All right. Well, I don't want an herbal popsicle.
But I'm just saying, people are touching them.
All right.
People are in the popsicle
I want a
space.
bomb pop with a real bomb in it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe go to Baghdad. Let's see.
Ooh.
Do we need another hot take?
Yes, that one sucked.
Okay.
That
There's another one from Quora.
That one leaves too many questions.
These are shorter, but listen, I went down a Quora hole, and if you don't like it, fucking take it up with nobody. Suck my
Damn.
dick.
Most people pay fucking big money to go down a Quora hole.
Okay, so this one actually affected me personally, so I just wanted to see what everyone else thought.
All right, I bet it affects me in zero way whatsoever. Go ahead.
Okay. This one says, Barbara Streisand is ugly, and I'm sick of being told I look like her. What should I do?
Oh, that is like... People do tell Myka she looks like Barbara Streisand, which I don't understand because Barbara Streisand is fucking mid.
Well,
when people were
but when she was younger, she had some handsome photos.
Yeah, handsome is not the way you want to describe a woman. How was...
I'll take handsome. You could call me handsome.
What was the movie she's in?
The movie?
The one when she
movie
was young
in?
where she popped off.
Funny Girl or
No.
oh god, it's so sad. It's like where she basically plays someone ugly.
Yes, but then she comes
With-
down and everyone's like, look at how beautiful she is. There's one where everyone's like, she's so beautiful in this. And I remember it. I don't remember what movie it is. Like, I don't know. I got to find it. I'll find it real quick.
You find it.
I'll find it. But so why does that affect you personally?
Because it only affected me personally because I only get two celebrity look. You know, people say I only look like two celebrities. One, Barbara Streisand. Two, Sarah Jessica
Yentl.
Parker. It wasn't Yentl.
Yentl's the one I'm thinking of.
Yentl's the one where she pretends to be a boy so she can get a bar mitzvah.
Yeah, but then she comes down as a girl and then they're like, she's beautiful.
Wait, really? I guess I haven't seen the end of Yentl.
She was born 4 days after Hitler, after Hitler's birthday in 1942.
After. Are you all right?
Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
It's like a fucking car starting over.
Anyways, Barbara Streisand, mid.
Tim, your girlfriend is mid. Then I don't know what to tell you.
No, you're a beautiful beauty queen. I don't
There
know.
you go.
I'm out of
Nailed
words.
it.
You know what's good for a podcast when you run out of words?
Yeah, people like it when the podcaster doesn't know how to talk.
What did people say in the Quora? Any good comments?
Any good voice? I mean, unless it's stop looking like Barbara Streisand, I don't know what you can fucking do. You know.
Someone write, nice typing, Jew.
This one says, I remember coming up to my nanny all the time when I was a kid telling her that she looked like Kathy Bates. I also remember...
That one got me.
also remember
That's so brutal.
I know. Here's what she said in return. How come no one ever confuses me with Michelle Pfeiffer?
Oh.
So that maybe you could say that. This person.
Remember when Kathy Bates showed her fucking Yambos in About Schmidt?
No, I never saw About Schmidt.
Oh, it's a pretty good movie.
Wow, that's a pretty harsh indictment of Streisand. If you're looking at current pictures of her, keep in mind she's 80 freaking years old.
Yeah, God damn it.
Like all of us at a certain age, she has the stuff that comes with aging. Puffiness, a few wrinkles, eyes that aren't as wide and bright. Jesus, you're the one being fucking harsh, you
Yeah.
fucking cunt. To be fair, you need to look at her in pictures of her in her prime, and it needs to be pictures from her personal life, not when she was decked out as a character. I've loaded a couple below. Here we go. You can take a look at these. She's not a conventional beauty, but like Cher, she is
That
striking
means
in
mid.
100 different ways. I don't know. She looks pretty higher. Truthfully, I get tired of girls that have the requisite aquiline Hollywood nose and the ever so slightly turned up tip. I like an unconventional beauty, and that is definitely what Streisand is, but unconventional does not mean ugly. Here's a picture of Streisand.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad, right? She's very pretty in that photo. And here's another one. Maybe you can upload these later.
Yeah, I'll upload them.
So basically what you should do when people say you
Not
look like her,
uploading shit. What?
say thank you, it's a compliment.
Yeah, she's a movie star.
That's right.
Also, that's the thing. She's a fucking movie star. I mean, people aren't saying, hey, you look busted like this busted ass hoe. They're saying you look like a movie star.
This is a funny comment. It is not helpful at all, and I fucking love it. It's brutal. Sally Hammock, you win the award for
Sally Hammock, take your load off, baby.
She says, what a shame you don't have a voice like hers. Brutal. That is what I used to
Damn.
say when people told me I look like her. I'm like, well, I'm glad I got her best quality.
And I sound like her too. You sing.
Wow, if her voice is like butter, your voice is like mayo.
Hey, people like mayo.
All right, so that's hot takes.
Wait, is that supposed to be an insult that my voice is like mayo? People put that on shit all the time. They love it.
Yeah, I guess I could have done better. Your voice is like shit.
No. Myka, you already said it's like mayo.
Your voice is like shit cum that comes out of a monkeypox asshole.
Nice. It's hot right now.
Oh, here we go. I can already see the headline.
Ding, 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 ding. And time for the news with Tim McLaughlin. Hello, everyone. I'm your newscaster, Tim McLaughlin. Today, we have some news from the Associated Press. Guard cat credited with preventing would-be robbery. And then there's a cute little guy right here.
He is that is a unit. That cat is huge.
Yeah, the cat's pretty thick. A Mississippi man said his pet cat helped prevent a robbery at his home, and he credits the calico with possibly saving his life. Bandit, a chonker at 20 pounds. I added the word chonker.
Really? I was like, damn.
But he's 20 pounds, 9.1 catograms.
Kilograms, Tim.
That's funny, though. Catagrams.
Keep reading.
Lives with her retired owner, Fred Everett, in Tolupo, suburb of Belden. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I have to move so I can look at it better.
Shut up. Can you read these through a few times first so that way it's not such a surprise?
I literally found it right before we started. When at least 2 people tried to break into their shared home. Shared home? What the hell?
He shares it with the cat.
I know, but why didn't they just say their home?
Let me read it.
Their shared home last week, the cat did everything she could to alert Everett of the danger. He told the Northeast Mississippi Daily Journal.
That's not an exciting part of the news story.
It's the most exciting part. You hear of guard dogs? Said Everett, 68. This is a guard cat.
Damn, Everett, you're sharp as a tack.
The attempted robbery occurred somewhere between 2:30 and 3 a.m. on July 25th, Everett said. He was first awoken by bandits' meows in the kitchen. Then she raced into the bedroom and did a big jump onto the bed and began pulling the comforter off of him and clawing at his arm. Everett knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
She almost never does this.
She wanted cuddles.
Oh, she had never done that before, Everett said.
Oh.
I went, what in the world is wrong with you?
I fucking hate you.
This is a good news story.
Oh my God.
Everett got up to investigate and saw 2 young men outside his back door. One had a handgun, and the other was using a crowbar trying to pry the door open, he said. Everett said by the time he retrieved a handgun and returned to the kitchen, the would-be intruders had already fled. Everett told the newspaper he did not call the police. Let's go.
In this house, we don't call 911.
I'm the law in this house.
And then guns on the sign.
He said the situation could have been difficult without Bandit.
So did could catch you up, Tim? The
Yeah.
word could. Have you seen that word written before? It's kind of confusing because it's got an L in there for no reason.
It did not turn into a confrontational situation, thank goodness, Everett said. But I think it's only because of the cat.
Do you think you'd be surprised if could was spelled Kood?
That'd be good.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
Everett adopted Bandit from the Tupelo Lee Humane Society 4 years ago.
Oh my God. What? I am so glad.
That's the last sentence of the thing.
I'm so glad you have a niece because now you can just read terrible AP news stories as though there are children.
Oh, did I? Back when I used to babysit my cousins when they were really, really little, I think maybe I've said this on the podcast. I used to read Haley stories, and at one point she goes, you don't have to read anymore. And she sent me away because I was so bad at reading. She was a child who loved books being read to her.
Yeah, whoops.
Like, they were like, we would read chapters a night. I would be like 3 pages in. She'd be like,
Tim's
can
like,
go.
How do you do that?
So that's a guard cat, huh?
Do
Interesting.
you think Toe would be a good guard cat?
I got up last night in the middle of the night, realized the door was unlocked to the front door, and then checked the basement to see if anyone was down there. No one was, because nothing had been moved or opened. But you never know. And Toe, big puff. She was a big puff when I came up from the basement.
I don't like that shit when Toe all acts like shit's wrong, but shit ain't.
Yeah,
like,
but I think it's because she had run from over here into here when I came up. I think she saw some shit out the window.
Yeah, or maybe she was scared that someone was in the basement. Right now, she's big sleeping.
Yeah, she sleep hard right now. What did you think about that? That's a fun news story, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
I'm trying to find only cat news.
Yeah, I figured.
For our cat-centric podcast. Podcast. All right, here we go. Myka, your favorite part of the show.
I'm so excited.
Reviews for the podcast. This is where you, as a listener, can go on Apple iTunes and write a review. Would you like to write a review? Would you like to have your review read here on Great Hang? Well, go on Apple iTunes and leave us a review. We have one new review this week.
Fuck yes.
It's from Greg and Nick's account.
Greg and Nick or Greg and?
Greg and Nick.
Okay.
Account. So who knows which one of them wrote this? Could have been both. They could have typed each letter, every other letter.
Like a piano recital.
Yes. Hottest couple in comedy.
Oh, shit. I don't detect any sarcasm at all.
5 stars.
Nice. Thanks, Greg and Nick.
Been a fan of both Myka and Timothy for years.
Really, both of us?
Oh, no. Hold on. Been a fan of both Myka and Timothy from years ago.
Yeah.
Not for years. From years ago, where
the
I
same
first heard them on another podcast.
Yeah.
So glad I don't have to listen to those two anymore to hear Myka.
Whoa,
Shots
brutal.
fired. Shots
Brutality.
fired.
They don't say who it is.
No, but I have a hard guess on who it is.
I have a good guess.
I bet one of them's a girl.
Timothy, stop.
Myka is easy to listen to, funny, witty, with a little sarcasm. Man, we're going to hear about this review, I bet.
Why would the other podcasters search our reviews, figure out who it's about, even though they're not named?
I think one of the other podcasters listens to every one of our episodes.
Well, is that true?
I think so.
Well, then why did you guess out loud that it was them?
I didn't guess that. I just guessed
Tim,
what I thought it was.
No, Tim, I also think it's them.
Myka is easy to listen to, funny, witty, with a little sarcasm. A little?
I know,
She's
right?
a fucking giant bitch. Tim, while out kicking his
I'm sorry you're not fluent in sarcasm, Tim.
Oh, I have a t-shirt that says I am. Tim, while out kicking his coverage, betting Myka, okay, is a pretty good co-host, main host.
Pretty good. Well, that's why maybe next sentence is a really good main host.
Is a pretty good co-host for Myka. Their chemistry is amazing, and this podcast has become my favorite.
Ooh.
Well, Greg and or Nick, thank you.
Thank you. I really like that because I like any compliment that takes down somebody else.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like if you come up to me after a show and I'm talking to the other comics, please tell me I was your favorite and that the other comics were not that good.
Yeah, you go. This is the only way to compliment a comic after the show. You go up while they're hanging out with everyone else who was on the show.
Yeah.
Make sure you put your back to everyone else they're talking to and loudly go, "You were the best one. Oh my God, I couldn't get enough. Wow." The rest of the show was okay, but you were really good.
Some of those people, I was like, but you made the show really good and I would watch you anytime.
Say this, if the person went last that you like, say, "I hadn't laughed until I saw you."
Or if you're the opener, right? If you say, you were better than the headliner.
Yes. Oh, yes. Loudly in front of the headliner.
Because that's even though that's how we make money, it'll impress the headliner.
Yes. The headliner will be like, maybe I should be the opener and my opener should make the money I was making. And then you flip.
Yeah, the headliner's like, even though this is entirely my audience, I should bring this person who's funnier than me with me everywhere I go so I constantly look like a piece of shit in comparison.
Right. Which is true. So, little tips. I guess those are pretty good tips today for being an audience member. Also, as an audience member, yell out what you think would be funny also in the joke.
That's right.
Who's that
It's not
autistic?
heckling if you're funnier than the comic.
Who's this autistic guy that keeps coming to shows I'm on, taking pictures and talking?
So that guy is named Ron, and I hate him.
Oh. I just remembered that, bringing up, he talks constantly. I think everyone got mad at me at Filth when I go, okay, no more talking for you now.
It was so insane. Okay, so the autistic photographers in the comedy community have taken a real uptick. At the show, at Filth, there were 2 fully autistic photographers, probably neither of which were booked, quote unquote, for the show, sitting right next to each other, both taking photos. And I'm like, I wonder if each other realizes that the other one is the same thing as them. And they're both like, well, only one of them.
Since they don't pick up on social cues, I would say no.
One of them is only slightly better in that he doesn't talk during the show.
Yes, listen.
But they're both super but the one who doesn't talk during the show did use Flash.
No.
The talking one did flash?
The talking one used flash. Who was the other one taking pictures?
I don't want to name him because he has, back when I was on Facebook, he would constantly post about how he was like suicidal. And so I do not want to be the driving force in a potentially suicidal person.
Hey.
Even though it was clearly like,
here's the thing. Don't commit suicide. You're doing a great job not using flash on your camera. You're also doing a great job not talking during the show. I think you're a good guy all around. Now, the other guy.
No, because neither of them asked permission to take photos. And it's very disconcerting when you're on stage and someone is snapping a bazillion photos and you haven't been introduced to them or warned that they're going to be there.
Also, the flash is hard. Here's another tip, and this is actually a real tip, and we have not even gotten into our tips on being a great hang, but this is just a real thing. If you're going to take photos of a comedy show, don't use your flash, because most people use the flashlight on a phone as the light to tell comedians that they need to be done. So it can trick comedians into thinking that they need to be done earlier than they are during their set.
Tim, you're a moron. Anyone can distinguish between a flash from a camera and an actual light telling you to get off.
Well, I would love for that to be true, but I have anecdotal evidence of many times different comedians have gotten off stage early because someone took a picture of them.
Oh, well.
So I guess anyone can, except for dumbass comedians who are stupid.
That's right. So that's a good tip, Tim. But no, the other one, and so the new one is also like a stalker, and he already sent me photos. And by the way, the photos the new one sent me are so fucking bad. They're like, literally, I do not think I am I don't think it's easy to catch my good angles, but I have never seen worse photos of me in my fucking life. And he's done this at 2 shows now to the point where I look at these photos and I'm like, should I kill myself? Is this what people have to look at? These are so hideous.
Yeah.
And then he sent me maybe 17 photos of me, one worse than the next, and then said, do you like them? I just was like, I cannot respond. I cannot respond to this.
No. Well, that's tough. It's rough. It's tough. He talks too much. He's around way too often.
How do autistic people memorize so many things but not basic social graces? Can we put that in a book for them to, in flashcards for them to trade and memorize and quote instead of baseball stats?
But baseball stats are important. I need to find one of these baseball stats guys to get my baseball gambling up. I don't know anything about baseball, and I keep gambling on it.
Stop gambling. Pay me back.
All right. Here we go. Tips for being a great hang. Myka, would you like to start?
Yes. If you are ever in the position to host a friend or friends at your home.
Oh, yeah, this is good.
I was lucky enough to be able to host one Allison Leiby, friend of the show. Hope to get her on soon. She came over for a little hang this Saturday, and I was incredibly hungover, as I mentioned before, from my Friday night wake-em-ups. And instead of going maybe 7 extra blocks to a really good grocery store and buying some excellent snacks, I went to the shitty, crappy grocery store and bought maybe the grossest snacks in the world. And I think that while that was amusing, was wrong. So my tip to being a great hang is take the couple extra steps to a block and get some really fucking great snacks because you and your friends will enjoy them. And a side note to that, a really great snack, which I was able to procure at
M&M's.
Timothy? No. Yes, M&M's are good, but the peanut ones, not the regular ones. Regular M&M's are for psychopaths.
I like regular M&M's the best.
Point proven.
All right, go ahead.
Maybe fill a bowl with some delicious fucking cereal.
Yes,
People love cereal. It's unexpected. I was able to find Dunkin' Donuts cereal. Did you know they made a breakfast cereal?
Shout out to Dunkin' Donuts new cereal. It is fucking awesome.
It's fucking awesome. They have both a mocha flavor and a caramel macchiato.
What one did we get?
We got the caramel macchiato because I thought it was funnier. And
how is it funnier?
Because
how is it funny?
Because it's like a macchiato. Here's what's funny about Dunkin' Donuts making those breakfast cereals, mocha and caramel macchiato, is they have donuts in their name, and they didn't make a breakfast cereal that was donut flavored at all.
Or donut shaped.
Instead, they made breakfast cereals based on what we truly love Dunkin' Donuts for, which is their coffee. And it's great self-awareness / bizarreness, but it was fucking delicious. And their marshmallows do have a little bit of chew, unlike Lucky Charms, which, as we all know, are made out of Tums.
Also, Tums are good. Secondly, Dunkin' Donuts, you really did fuck up not making little O. You could have just made like Cheerio O's. That's crazy.
Except that
I
their
didn't
cereal,
even think about that.
Their cereal is perfect, and I love it.
Their cereal is really fucking good.
And it tastes a little chemically just like their coffee, and a 10 out of 10. Serve at a party in a dog bowl. It does look like dog food, and it's fun. And maybe serve it on the floor.
Yeah.
And then walk your friends around on a leash.
Yeah, get Jeff Sheen on a leash again. You fucking make him walk. You know a woman put Jeff Sheen on a leash?
Really? I didn't. Oh, man.
Walked
I was
it-
just about to fucking name someone. and-
No. You don't know who it was.
No, I know, but I was about to fucking throw someone under the bus anyway. But I'm
Oh.
not going to.
And here's a tip from me. Here's a tip from your Uncle Air. You know Larry Reeb? He's an old school comedian. That used to be his catchphrase, like back in the day. It was tip from your Uncle Air.
Where was this playing on? CMT?
He used to be big. He used to be a big time comedian, and now
Oh,
he's
like Ralphie May?
yeah. Oh no. He was possibly the opposite of Ralphie May.
Oh, alive?
Yeah. Yeah. So, here's the thing. If you're coming over to your friend's house for like a little get together with you and your friend, just to be sure you have something you like to eat, bring something good that you know was like a good spread or a good booze. Because then, you know, if your friend fucks up and buys all the wrong stuff, literally buys everything wrong except for the cereal, you'll still have something that you like over at their house.
Didn't you already give that tip?
Huh?
I thought you already gave that tip.
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. No, but that was for booze.
You
That was
said food or drink. You just reused a tip.
It was more to shame you again.
Did you? Yeah.
I mean,
did you run out of tips already? You fucking shamed my ass for not having any tips, and you've already I'm so glad you finally got a peek into what it's like talking to Tim, because he reuses his anecdotes and ideas so constantly.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you have a really good story, tell it a lot.
Yeah.
People love to hear it. Add stuff to it. Maybe in one you're dressed a certain way. Maybe in another you're dressed another way.
Maybe in another you went to 5 stores.
I did go to a lot of stores to get fucking... Listen, I did a good job. Hey, here's the thing.
Okay, what is it? You want a 7th way to start that sentence, or did you want to finish it?
No, if you're tired, leave. I learned this on Friday. I was exhausted from my 30,000 steps, and it was also hot as shit in that bar. But I was like, I'm not fun. I'm not going to be fun anymore. If you can feel yourself, if you could know yourself well enough and you know you're not going to be fun anymore, you don't need to push through and hang out. You can go. Irish goodbye, go home.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. That's my real tip. Go home. Go the fuck home, you
Get outta
little
here.
fucking bitch.
You fucking boring piece of shit.
Yeah, you cocksucker. All
Fucking
right.
conversation deadweight.
Well, this episode started off slow, I think.
And it only ended with Tim slow.
Yes. What? Fuck. So. Damn it. Couldn't fucking prove that more. I'm gonna get a McDonald's milkshake after this, I think.
Ew, that is their grossest item.
Their milkshakes are good.
No, their ice cream is good. Their milkshakes are trash.
Maybe I get an ice cream. I
Their
don't know.
milkshakes are made out of the pink slime they use to form burgers out of.
You mean that? No, they do the chicken nuggets out of those. The burgers are made from, I think, a different type of pink slime.
Oh, that's the kind I was talking about.
Oh, man. How tight would it be if we could get ice cream from the real ice cream truck?
Oh, like it would be very easy. It's 95 degrees out and we live in a neighborhood full of children.
Okay. Hey, you hear that, pedophiles? We live in a neighborhood full of children. Figure it out.
Actually, that's a good point, and I'll bring it up right. We did get a citizen alert today, brought to us by Allison Clem, friend of the show, that said at our exact address, there was a man exposing himself. Which means, but by the time I ran to look out the front window, he was already gone.
Damn.
Dead. I know.
All right. Sign-offs. I'll sign off first.
Okay.
Signing off. It is not the man who exposed himself at our exact address. It is the leader of the gays, your Patreon dad, patreon.com/greathang, your free feed best friend, Timothy Grady McLaughlin II. Have a great rest of the day.
And signing off It is me, your Barbara Streisand lookalike, your cereal eating champ, your toe admirer, and your great host who can handle a good co-host.
What the fuck was that?
That was based
sentence?
on that review.
Oh, we know what it was based on.
Then why are you questioning it?
I think the sentence was based on not talking much.
It is me, your best friend in the world, Myka Fox. Goodbye.